The Gospel of John, chapter 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. I love this passage. So much to unpack there. Jesus is the light of mankind. He's the life that's inside of us. He knew us before he even created us. He was there in the beginning, and he'll be there in the end. When the apostles met Jesus for the first time, and I think in Mark chapter 1, I think starting in verse 8, something like that, Simon Peter and Andrew were fishing on the shoreline in the Sea of Galilee, and Jesus walks by and says, "Hey, follow me, I'll make you fishers of men." They dropped their nets, everything they were doing, left all their gear, their tackle, all there, took off after Jesus. These are the same bumbling guys that you see throughout the entire gospel that are, doubting Jesus, having little faith, denying him before people, before the rooster crows 3 times, doubting Thomas, arguing over who's the greatest. I mean, they were a motley crew. That's like a whole nother scripture and sermon to look at, why he chose the apostles that he chose. But I can tell you that Scripture says when they saw Jesus and heard him say, "Follow me," they saw the light. And when they saw that light, they knew they had to have that. And it wasn't just like, "Oh, let's go check that out." They were gone. Because right after he took Peter and Andrew, he then he had James and John. And they were in the boat. They were the sons of Zebedee. They were in the boat with their dad. The dad's in the boat. They got the servants in the boat. They're all working on their nets. Jesus walks by, yells to the boat, "Hey dudes, follow me. I'm gonna make you fishers of men. Follow me. I'll show you something you need to see." They leave their dad sitting in the boat with the servants. They leave all their equipment, and they're out of there. I can't even imagine. I mean, it's pretty crazy. It's just a few little scriptures there, a few little verses. I think they get glossed over. But when you then go back and look at this, that, they met God, and they met the light. And I think it's a light and that we just can't comprehend. How great was Jesus Christ? The most incredible man to ever walk the earth, the God man. And when they met him, they followed him. Romans chapter 12 talks about do not conform to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of our minds. I think just prior to that, it says we're to offer ourselves as living sacrifices. And I think about all the things we get into, all the things we have passions for, the news we consume, the politics we consume, the financial stuff we consume, all the self-indulgences we have, and all the passions and things we pursue and go after in our life. And it's all meaningless. All of it is. The only thing that matters is the truth, and the truth is Jesus Christ. We're lost without him, and he is the light of the world. He's the life breather. He gave us life. He knew us before we were born. He formed us in the womb. And man, I just as much as I read the gospel and I look at the apostles and I think, oh my gosh, I look at that and just think, wow, Jesus walked by, they dropped everything, just followed him. How amazing is it going to be when we finally meet the light of the world, the light of mankind, the life. When we finally meet him face to face, how amazing is that going to be? Hey.
Well, I just thought I'd start this live stream with a word from my brother bionic fishy fish who just is now fish. And man, that is a good word. And so I just I think that myself and fish are aligned enough theologically that you know I don't dispute a thing that he said. It will be amazing when he comes back. It's going to be amazing for all of us, even though all of us will not be going back, because he is coming back. He is returning. And the question is, are you ready for that day? Are you ready for the return of Christ? Because he's coming. And if you could give this a thumbs up, I'd sure appreciate it. So, in the way that you are ready, the way that you know that you are ready to meet Christ is one word: faith. Where does your faith lie? Does your faith lie in perishable things or the imperishable Christ? By grace you have been saved through faith, and that is not of yourselves, not of works, lest any should boast. Ephesians 2, 8, and 9. So repent of your sins, trust Jesus Christ, and he will forgive you. He will save you. The scripture says he is mighty to save. And so I was so encouraged by Fish sharing all that stuff, that before I get into sharing my perishable goods and doing the things that I wanted to do with this live stream tonight, I really felt convicted, and I felt I had a responsibility to carry out the Great Commission, to take the gospel to all corners of the world. So with that said, thank you for watching. I went to a coin show and I was late. I was late. I was walking in as vendors were walking out. So the Numismatic News had this coin show going until 4 o'clock, but they actually closed at 2. I got there at 1:40-ish, 1:40, 1:45. And there were people coming out the door. So I scurried inside to see what I could pick up. I'm looking for proof sets. Well, here's what I was able to get. I was able to get 3 proof sets. I got first I'll show the 1960. And I've never bought the proof set in these little, I don't know if this is acrylic, plastic, whatever it is. But I have never bought coins in this state before. But I see them all the time. You always see them at coin shows, right? So the guy gave me a deal. I got all 3 of these for $90, $30 a piece. Can't hardly complain about that for proofs when 3 of the 5 coins are silver, right? You know, in the half dollar I have 0.3575 ounces of silver. In the quarter I have 0.1787 ounces. In the dime, well, I have 0.0715. And then I just have the nickels are all toned beautifully. The more I see these older Jefferson Nickels, the more I love them. So, very happy to have picked these up. And then, where I went, there's antique stores all over the place. So, I picked up some clad San Francisco proof sets from the 90s, because I need these 3 dimes. So I have here a 94, a 96, and a 98. All 3 dimes I need. And then I have a separate album where I keep clad coins. So I will be putting the remainder in here, not in the big binder with all of my silver proof sets. These will all be separate. So, and this is the first time I've bought non-silver or clad proof sets. But look at those. Those are deep cameo. No doubt about it. No doubt about those. They are deep cameos, and I'm really happy to have them. So we'll be filling 3 albums tonight. We will be adding to the Silver Proof Salad album. We will be adding to the Clad album, and we will be adding to the Dime album. Now, the other thing that I have mail that I ordered some dimes through eBay, and I believe these should be from the 2000s. These should be S Mint coins, and let's just go ahead and open these up right away, see what we got here, and we'll get these envelopes out of the way here. See what we've got. You know, when you order from eBay, there's always that risk. There's always that risk that you get something that was not pictured, was not well represented. So I hope that's not the case here. So let's see which one we've got. All right, we have, this is a 2017 enhanced. Let me see here if I can. This is a 2017 enhanced San Francisco. And by enhanced, it's almost like a reverse proof. I don't know if this is really doing it justice. So very happy to put that in the album. As you can see, the fields are white. The lettering is like reversed, but not all of the devices are. So just like Liberty and yeah, so we'll add that to the Dime album, and then I have this for the Dime album as well. We added a bunch to the Roosevelt Dime album book today because we got $50 worth of rolled dimes to search through, and we added about half a dozen. So I just want to make sure there's not an address on the invoice here. And let's see what we got. Sometimes eBay sellers are a little, I mean, this is pretty well packaged here. Let's see. Which one do we have here? Here we have the 2016 S for the Dime book. So we have those that came from eBay. We'll be adding those. We'll be adding these. I've never opened this type of a package before for this type of a proof set. So I'm excited to do that. And we'll be opening proof sets, cracking proof sets. You know how I'd love to do that. Set them free. Free them from their plastic prison. That's what I say. Free them all. So where do I start? I think I'm going to start with these so I can recover and I can add all my dimes to the dime books first things first. So let me set these aside. Oh boy. Let's see here. Let's see here. What do we got? What do we got? This is the 94S. These are significantly more difficult to open than the modern counterparts, like 2010 and newer. In fact, the ones from the 90s are always a bit of a struggle. Well, maybe this one's going to be all right, actually. Maybe we'll be okay. So my intention today, there was a very, very small coin show. I always like to go to coin shows, like when I'm looking for the things I'm looking for, proof sets, I don't mind showing up a little bit late. If I was looking for key date kind of stuff where like, you know, hey, if I want this, I've got to be there early, I'm not too worried about it. So, all right, so these are just basically in a cardboard card. And I can punch these dimes right out. Oh, That was close. That was close. So then I'm just going to set this aside over here. Okay. So. Beaut, isn't she? Nice reverse cameo. Gotta love it. Got to. You've got to. It's required by law. I got these at an antique store, by the way. I did not get these proofs. I don't remember if I mentioned that or not. But I did not get these from the coin show. Oh, that sounded a little harsh. Hopefully I can... Yeah, I should be able to get it right from this here. Yeah, there we go. So... All right. There we go. We will punch out this dime. And put these back in their place for now. So this is exciting. Have a few dimes to throw in the book. I love album filling. It is fulfilling to fill albums. This one's tough. Come on, baby. Come on. Ooh, boy. This one's stubborn. You know that saying, they don't make them like they used to? Oh, my. Well, there she went. That penny took it right on the chin. That penny took it right on the chin. Oofda. All right. Well, that is not how I wanted that to go. But we don't always get a say in things, do we? Welcome to whoever just joined. Leave a comment. Let me know who you are. I'm just filling albums here. I'm getting ready to break out my Roosevelt dime book. I got some mail and... All right. So, here we go. Here's the rosies. Here are the rosies. Let me just kind of slide these up here. If you've never seen this book before, everything on this list is everything that was missing from this book, and everything that's crossed off is everything I've added. So, on page 1, you can see I still need 6 from the 50s. I need about 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 9 from the 60s. I need 4 from the 70s. Let's see here. I need 1, 2, 3 from the 80s. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is cool. I found the Star Note, 2017 Star Note, and I'm just keeping it in this book because, hey, it's Lincoln, so why not? So let's see here. What else do I need? From the 90s, I'm going to be putting a lot of these in place tonight. And then from the 2000s. The 2000s are coming along very nicely. Very nicely. So there's the status of the book. So let's go ahead and get to filling. I know I got to go back to the 90s here. So let's see. There's a 96S proof right here. put him in his home. And done. $98. Which is right here. I am monitoring chat, by the way, so feel free to comment. Well, that's being rather uncooperative. What is the deal? There it went. There she just punched through. And then we got the 94. Okay. So that just, I am 2 away now from filling a page. I don't think I have any full pages in this book yet. So that feels pretty doggone good right there. That feels real good. So once I fill this book, I'm going to coin roll hunt for upgrades. That's pretty much the plan. That's the plan of action here. So I know that I've, in the name of filling the book, I've done coin roll hunting for the P's and D's. And so if you're just now joining us, I just added a 94, a 96, and a 98 Roosevelt dime to the book. So if you could give me a like for being 2 away from filling my first full page, that would be awesome. Now, we're going to move to the 2010 S. And again, these are the clads. These are not the silver. So we got the 2010 S proof. It's going right there. Now, when you have a 2x2 flip, this isn't quite a 2x2. It's a little smaller. Easiest thing to do is to just bust it out. Just bust her out the sides. Oh, we can get a good look at that reverse. Get a beautiful look at the reverse. All right. Beautiful. Deep cameo or ultra cameo, depending on if you prefer NGC or PCGS. And I got the glove on there because you gotta, there's just no getting around putting some downward pressure with the fingers to get these into the album. So 2010, boom, done. And then I've got this one, which I'm probably most excited about because it's just different. In 2017, the US Mint made of course, they made the silver proofs. They made the S clad proofs, and then they also made an enhanced proof set. And so this is supposed to be the enhanced, and if you can catch it in the light just so, it's like a matte finish with just like, you see the lettering? How the lettering is like polished, like a high polish mirror finish. And it's the same thing here. The whole thing is matte except the word Liberty. So that's the enhanced S dime. And there's a whole proof set of them. They all look great. And we're gonna put that in its place. And I'm gonna see if I can do it without making a mess of it. And this is going to just fit in so beautifully. Because like you can see in 2018, I have the reverse proof silver dime. This has some spectacular dimes in it. This so I've got the 2018 reverse proof, and because of that, in the regular S spot, I put just the silver S proof. So I kind of regret doing that, and I may switch it out and just put an S mint in there, just so that it is a truly complete set. So, but I have this 2015P that is also a reverse proof. If you can see that right there. It's a beautiful dime. And then there's a, where is that W? I have a W dime in here that was released. When was that one? It always takes me a minute to find that one. This 1996 W. It's gorgeous. So, that is all the dimes for this book. All right. So we'll set aside the rosies for a moment. And I'm going to take off my gloves and we're going to get ready to harvest the rest of the we're going to harvest the rest of the San Francisco mint clads, and we're going to get them carted up and put away. Now, in the interest of, I don't use dollar flips too much because I don't collect Eisenhowers, I don't collect Morgans, I don't collect peace dollars. But I am going to use these bigger ones for my half dollars because I have such an abundance. I'm getting very low on my half dollar flips. So that's just a preservation thing. Let's see here. So I'm going to need 3 for the halves, and then I have 3 quarters, 3 nickels, 3 pennies. So, and I'm going to use all quarter flips for those, 3 quarters, 3 nickels, and 3 pennies. All right. And now we'll put the glove back on for just a moment as I bring the, and I always kind of like to try to get my crease in these first. Get my crease in there. I'm gonna go ahead and crease all these bad boys. All right. All right. So. First things first, we'll do the 98s. Nickel. And the penny slid out there. Okay. Let's get them stapled up and put away. It wasn't too long ago when I was stacking silver, seeing that copper edge would have been a disappointment. But it's hard to hate that coin right there. I may do giveaways with my clad stuff, just because I know there are people like me who are filling albums and need things. And I think maybe I could be helpful in some way to that end. Help somebody else fill their album. I staple these like that so I can write all the way across the top and the bottom for that purpose. Okay, 98. I like to kind of mash it in there, make sure it's nice and even. Thank you for the like. I hope if you're not subscribed that today is the day I've earned your subscription. Boy, it's hard to hate any of these. I'll tell you, when I see the old school Jefferson Nickel, it really makes me hate the new design that came out. What was it, 06? Was it 06 the new Jefferson Nickel came out? Oh, I hate it so much. There aren't a lot of coins that I hate, but boy, I hate the new Jefferson Nickel designs. They are blasphemously ugly. And then these are going to go in my clad binder. Got 3 of them. If you have any questions or anything you want to talk about other than just watching me staple flips together, I'm monitoring comments. So put up a topic, we'll talk about it. I want to show you this dope star note that I found. 05. Or I'm sorry, this is a 2017 $5 star note. This is worth minimally $5. So that's a good find right there. I am not going to complain. I don't really collect paper, but if I find stuff like that, I'll keep it. I'll keep it. All right, 1, 2. By the way, if you're just joining, I will be taking these out and putting those in my album as well. So I got a 60, a 61, and a 62 that they're coming. I should probably put those in frame. There, how about that? There, now those are in frame. Now that, I don't know, maybe that matters. Maybe it doesn't. So, thanks for joining. Thanks for hanging out. If there's something you want to chit-chat about, I'm monitoring comments. I know I've said that a couple times, but there's someone that just popped in. So if you want to talk about something other than me filling albums, put it in chat. Let's talk about it. For example, we can talk about how I think it's stupid to dollar cost average. Oh, there's blasphemy. There's blasphemy in the silver community right there to say something like that. But I think that if you follow the principle of dollar cost averaging, as the Stackers University guy says, you will get average results. And who wants average results? Not me. So we could talk about that if you want. I must have one too many. One too many flippy flips. All right, let's see here. We could talk about the state of the economy. We could talk about prepping. We could talk about modern numismatics, of which I'm learning a little bit more. Look, I'm far from an expert. Far from it. But I like talking about it. All right. I can't talk and staple at the same time, apparently. I'm just that helpless. I'm just that helpless, y'all. We got a puppy. We can talk about puppies. I got she'll be 9 weeks old on Sunday, tomorrow. And boy, she's already growing. If you've ever heard of this breed before, you would be uncommon. She is a wire-haired pointing griffin. And most people, when you say that, they're like, what? They have no idea what you're talking about. And I understand, because they're not a common breed. But they are great dogs. Ours is, she's just amazing. She's sweet. She's got a little bit of land shark in her, because she likes to nibble and bite. And, but she's doing well with her training. The house, she's almost completely housebroken. Today, she started alerting at the door every time she had to go to the bathroom. She hasn't had an accident in, I think this is the 3rd day accident free. So that's huge. I like huge if you've ever had a puppy, like a brand new puppy. That is huge. Okay, there's those. And let's see, that was the 96s. So it should be left as the 94s. What is your favorite clad coin? That's what I would like to know. What is your favorite clad coin? If you're a silver stacker, maybe you think like I used to, that clad is kind of stupid, it's a waste of time or whatever. But I'm going to have 2 very valuable clad coins on this channel to show off in about 2 weeks. Maybe less. But in 2 weeks, I will have a couple of unbelievable clad coins that are worth pretty darn good money. So if you haven't subscribed, you may want to stick around for that. Caden, that is a good breed. I've never had a puppy, but I've had a full-grown St. Bernard. Then you had your hands full. My friend Bill, he had St. Bernards, and those St. Bernards were really sweet. He lived on a farm. Every time he went away, he had 2 of them, the St. Bernards would kill another animal on the farm, like a chicken or something like that. Never caught him in the act, and they only did it when the whole family was away. He was a hockey player, so like if they went to hockey games or tournaments or something, they would come back and just find murdered animals, clearly killed by dogs. And they don't know why they did it, but they were really good, sweet dogs. Very, very loyal. Very loyal. Very loyal pups. All right. Pop that out. You know, I'm tempted to not be as careful with clad coins, which is kind of weird. I'm tempted to just be like, if I get a fingerprint on it, what's the big deal? Well, it could be, I mean, there's clad coins that are worth money. You know, even these, like, you can sell these on eBay as album fillers for like a Kennedy $50, 94 clad, might be $4 or $5 by itself. If I sold them as a trio, the 3 of them, maybe I get 10, 12 bucks for them, you know? So it's, you know, people like me, I like to fill albums with really like the nicest coins I can afford. And, you know, I probably ain't gonna buy something that has a big old thumbprint on it. So I do try to be pretty careful with these. So, but yes, the wire-haired pointing griffin, her name is Sasha. She's great, and it's funny. It's so funny. I'm a big fan of Bionic Fishy Fish. In fact, if you're just now showing up, I was playing his video from today at the beginning, just because, like, well, I like to, you know, start my live streams, let them run for a few minutes, give people time to show up and I kind of use that time to gather everything together and get my poop together as it is, or as it were. But Bionic Fishy Fish at the end of his videos always shows his dogs, and I didn't realize he has a dog named Sasha. So my dog's name is Sasha. I did not name it after Bionic Fishy Fish's Sasha, but I think the world is big enough we can have 2 Sashas in the silver stacking community. So there, done. All right, I'm just gonna take off my glove here, clean up a little bit, get stuff out of the way. You know what's weird is I like to keep all of the stuff for my proof sets. You know, I keep all of the plastic except for the one that I just destroyed a little bit ago. Let's see, nope, that's the 98. I like to keep all of the COAs. So, yeah, keep all that stuff. So, got that cleaned up. And let me just get this stuff out of the way. One thing at a time here. All right, time to smush staples, the most exciting part of the whole live stream right here is me smushing staples. And I'll show you the other stuff I have in my clad album. There's probably some silver in there, but it's mostly clad. All right. Isn't this exciting? Let's see. Stacking Perpetrator, what is up? What is up, Stacking Perp? Give me a topic. Give me something to talk about here so I'm not just smushing staples. I probably should have thought this through. I just kind of was like, well, I got all this stuff. I'll do an unboxing and, album filling live, blah, blah, blah. I didn't even think, like, maybe I should have something else to talk about. Like, last time I kind of had some topics. Tonight, I'm just kind of like, whatever. Russia and China are trying to introduce a new world reserve currency through the BRICS nations. Don't know if you saw that. I keep all the packaging from my crackouts in case I run across a loose set to put back into it. That's a good idea. I didn't even think of it. I just thought, I better not throw these out. I don't know why. So I have a box full of mint set boxes. And not to mention, like, I have some modern commemoratives, and I have all of those boxes as well. Because I don't want, that stuff takes up a lot of space in the safe. So I put the coins in the safe and the boxes separately. So just kind of my thing, I know where everything goes when it comes time to liquidate this, whether it's me or my loved ones after the Lord brings me home. Someone's going to be cashing this stuff in. So, and as you know, the OGP makes it more valuable. So really happy to have found these sets in an antique store that just happened to have the exact years I needed to fill my Roosevelt dime album. So let me ask you this, guys. What else do you collect other than silver? I mean, I know that there are stackers in the community that also collect comic books and baseball cards. I'm a watch guy myself. I'm right now wearing my vintage, I think this is a 1955 Waltham Inca Block mechanical watch with a date function, a date complication on it. So I like to collect watches, and I aspire someday to have high-end investment watches. I'm just not there yet. I've got my eye on 2 different Rolexes. And by the way, there's Rolexes in the stacking community. If you watch these videos and these stackers close enough once in a while, there are, I could name 2, but I'm not going to. But keep an eye out on some of these stacking channels, because there's people rocking their Rolexes, and I love it. I love it. In fact, I can tell you exactly the 2 watches that I'm talking about. U.S. coinage, 1900s and before, is all you collect. All right, Caden, there's nothing wrong with that, dude. I've started with moderns because I don't know enough about the old stuff yet. So, but I found myself as I stack, because anyone who follows my channel knows I just started numismatics like in February or March maybe. I also collect antique collectibles, glass books, banks, and such. That's good stuff. I know those little old school vintage cast iron banks can be worth big money, especially if the mechanism in them still works. That some of them have a little mechanism that can lift the coin to the slot, for example. Some of those can be worth really good money. So let's see here. I got these all backwards. Let's see here. 94, 96, 98. 94, 96, 98. 94, 96, 98. 94, 96, 98. Look, I think that everything is cyclical when it comes to collectibles. That's what I found. I was an eBay reseller for years. If you go back to the deep content on my channel, you'll see my old haul videos and what sold videos and things that I did really well with. For example, records. Records are very cyclical. Records got really hot for a while, then they cooled off, and now they're making a bit of a comeback again. But boy, when I was doing records, that was the heart of my eBay business. I mean, that was the heart and soul of my eBay business, was old records. And I got to tell you, they almost became for me like coins. Like, why didn't I keep them? Why didn't I keep them? At least some of them, gosh, I had some great titles. 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s, like hair metal, hip hop, good stuff. So let's see here. I got a 1994 S proof. S proof. And I like to put the mintage numbers on here. So let's see here. 1994 S. Who wants to guess how many? How many? This is crazy. In a proof 65, this is a $9 penny. I paid $9 for this proof set. So this 1994 S has a mintage of 3,269,923. So let's go through each coin. We'll guess the mintage and the value from the red book. All right? So there's the penny. Next is the 1996 S proof. Guess the mintage, guess the value. 1996. Mintage. Put it in comments if you care to participate. Otherwise, I'll just read it off. This S proof is got a mintage of 2,525,265. And an MS65, this is $4.50 for a $9 proof set. Out of a $9 proof set. This is what I've been saying about proof sets, y'all. The money is not in the set, it's in the individual coins. Now we have a 1998 S proof. And by the way, these are deep cameo. So that's not even taking account to it. Let's see what we have. 1998 S. If this was a close AM, which I think it is actually. Let me see here. If this is a close AM. Did you Google that, Caden? Did you Google that? All right. That could be a close AM. I have to look at this one more closely, though. If this is a close AM, it's a $150 coin. But let's see. This is 2,086,507. We know Caden is a cheater because he went to Google for that one. So this is a $9 coin, unless it's the close AM, which it sure looks like it to me. Maybe not. You know what? The closer I look, I don't think it is. I'm gonna pretend I found something really cool though. Oh, I cherry picked a $100 penny. Ain't I awesome? That would be awesome. I wish I could. I like watching Rob Finds Treasure. I don't know if anyone else watches that, dude. So next we're moving to nickels. We're moving to the nickels. Here's that hideous, hideous modern nickel. Good night. I can't. There's not a coin I hate more. All right. So we have here a lovely 1994 S proof. All right. Anyone got a mintage number on it? Anyone want to guess? I'll give it to you in 3, 2, 1. 3,269,923. In a mint state, this is worth $3.50. $3.50 for the 94. All right. Next is the 1996 S proof. And of this one, there were 2,525,265. This is a $3 nickel. $3 for, and again, this is a deep cameo. This is probably more like a proof 68. So better than the proof 65 for sure. It's, well, I'm no professional, but let's see. Next is the 1998 S proof. All right, put in comments. What do you think the total is? How many men were minted of the 1996? Here we go. And guess the value. 2,086,507. And this is once again a $3 coin in a proof 65. But this is better than a proof 65. And it is an ultra cameo. Deep cameo if you prefer PCGS. All right, quarters, y'all. Quarter time. I gotta bypass the dimes, go to the quarters. We were coin roll hunting quarters today, me and my son. We didn't find anything, unfortunately, but a couple of bicentennials, which we always keep. You can sell those by the roll for like $15 to $20 on eBay. So this is a 1994 S proof clad 1994 S proof. And I'm just going to put on here clad mintage. What do you think the mintage is, y'all? If you've been paying attention, you would know it's 2 million. Whoops, I messed up. 2,484,000 and 594. And this is a $4 album filler in a PF65. But again, this is an ultra cameo or a deep cameo, as you can see. So it might fetch another dollar in premium. Who knows? Who knows? Nobody knows. You got to find a buyer first. Anything is only worth what a buyer will pay. 1996 S proof clad. We got 1,750,244. So that is a low mintage. That's a nice low mintage. And this is a $5 quarter right here. Deep cameo. Honestly, the Washington quarter might have the best eagle in history. Other than other than there's a really cool one, 1998 S1. I'm sorry, I've lost my train of thought there. That would be the I think it's a 1936 $50, the commemorative, the Bridgeport. That one's got an amazing eagle. But the Washington Quarter, iconic. Let's see, we got in 1998 S 2,055,000 even for our mintage there. And that is a $5 quarter. So again, if you're doing the math on these, you know that I think the most expensive was the most expensive min set that I got here was $15. Cheapest was $9. On average, $11. So well more than $11 worth of coinage here. So 1998 SPF. I'm just gonna put over here clad. 1998S. Wait, this is a 94. I do this every time, guys. Every time I misprint one. 1994S, 2 million. 484. 594. This is $8 and a proof 65. So if you're doing the math at home, you know we are ahead of the game. $1996 S proof clad 1,750,244 $10 all day. That ultra cameo. Anyone would love that for their album. Anyone who's collecting Kennedy half dollars would love these for their Dansco. Here's the 1998 S proof clad. 1998 S 2,086 507. All right. So that takes care of those. Now let's get those in the little mini album. All right, mini album time. And here again are a bunch of my clads here. 96D, 93P, 72D, 2020P, 2020P. You can see a lot of clads and a lot of nickels. It's 82S proof. That's worth more than 50 cents. I don't know who priced that as such. 2020B, P, 2020P. And there is a, what is that? That must be a 05, I believe. That would be the 05 Buffalo nickel. Yeah. The westward journeys. And then I have some of the 2022s that I found coin roll hunting put in there. So as you can see, I'm not super picky about how I organize this album. This is literally like, this is just clad stuff. And I do look at these periodically. But this is the shallowest of the stack. These will be first to go when it comes time to liquidate and get rid of stuff. It's like, well, maybe these will go. Maybe these can go. So I'm not really even organizing these by year or anything. These are just, These are just going in. Still beautiful. Still beautiful coins. Nothing wrong with them. In fact, my coin club is having an auction next month. I might just put these in the auction, because I know that there are guys in my club who would love these for their albums. And this album is only got a few pages left now, but it always feels good to have new coins in the album. Always feels good. Yep. Very cool. I might have to start a nickel album or something. Who knows? All right. So, 2 down, 1 to go. Now the question is, I've never opened these before. Now, I got all these for $100. He had a 34, 34, 32. I'm sorry, he had $100 total on all of them. I picked them up for 90. So these are all, I got a 60, a 61, and a 62. So I've never ever, I see these at coin shows all the time. I see them at the coin shops. I've just never considered buying them before. What's cool is I bought these from the original collector, he was an older gentleman, and when he bought the proof sets, he had going all the way back, I think, to 1950. He had some expensive proof sets, and if I had more time, I may have considered sitting down and making a deal for more. So let's see here. I need a coin or something. You know what? I got a bag full of dimes 10 feet away. Let me go grab a dime. See if I can break these out. Okay. Got a dime. Let me just get something to drink here. This might be a bad idea to put drinks right by my coins. I should have done this with the clad. If you're going to be careless with coins, be careless with the clad ones. Let's start with the 1960. Oh no, the dime doesn't fit. Am I going to need a... Oh wait, there it goes. I say, you know, maybe go get a drill. Or not a drill, but a screwdriver. How far does that screw gotta go? Well, maybe the whole thing kind of just pulls apart once I get all 6 screws undone. I mean, obviously these aren't super tight, or I was like, either these coins turned or he just was kind of careless the way he put them in. I'm guessing they turned over time. Who knows how many coin shows they've been to. Let's see here. I have no idea how these work. I might make a real fool of myself and damage these coins. I hope that's not the case. But, you know, depending on how old he was when he did these, who knows just how careful he was with, you know, was he wearing gloves? Did he only handle the edges of the coins? I have these are not coming apart at all. I mean, it's looser. Oh, I got it. I gotta hold down the back side. That's what it is. There we go. There we go. The whole backside was turning as I was doing that. That makes sense. You can see these screws. I don't know if the film picks it up, but these are a little bit yellowed just from time, I'm sure. All right. Well, this is kind of cool. Let me get my gloves. You know what? I'm going to just kind of set these aside. I need some place to put all of these, and I think I have just the thing. I need a baggie. I need a baggie. So if you're just joining, be patient. Leave a comment, tell me who you are and what you'd like to talk about, because I'm literally just doing what I normally do. Oh yeah, National Parks quarters. I got a whole gang of them. Let's see here. We'll put all these in here so we don't lose any. All right. Get that out of the way. You know what? I changed my mind. I'm going to do these one at a time. I'm going to do these 1 year at a time. Because I don't want anything in the way. 1, 2, 3 of these. Give me a thumbs up if you wouldn't mind. And that'd be awesome. And now I need a dime flip. All right. I gotta tell you, I love the modern coins, but I just gotta confess that these older ones, they've got there's a difference. They got a different vibration to them, man. There's just something about them that there's just I don't know what to say other than they're just different. They're just different. All right, time to glove up. It's Mickey Mouse time. That's saying something, isn't it? Mickey Mouse and this whole operation here. All right, let's see how these are gonna push out. Oh my gosh, these are tight. Oh my, these are tight. Oh, and I'd say that a couple just fall out. The diamond nickel just popped out, but this $50 is very tight. I'm gonna make sure I don't have any holes in the seams here, but there we go. All right, so those are out. Oh, okay, let's look at these one by one. Oh, is that a deep cameo? Or a cameo? That might be a cameo. That 1960 might be going in for grading. I don't know. The thing is, she looks a little milky, doesn't she? She looks just a little milky. But man, that's a heartbreaker right there. That is gorgeous. Absolute stunner. Absolute stunner. All right. These might be cameo. What do you think? Leave comments. Man. Nonetheless, sorry about the shaky camera there. There it went onto the floor. Crap. I'm pretty smart, ain't I? That's one way to kill the value of your coins. Recovered. All right. Now here's the thing. The more I see the Lincoln cent, the more I understand why it is the most collected coin in the world. I'm starting to get it. It's tough to beat. Jefferson Nickel has some lovely gold toning to it. Golly, these might be cameos, but you wouldn't know it from when they were in their little holder. I think this is why you have to crack them out. You have to. It might be a moral obligation. This dime is gorgeous. Tough to beat. Tough to beat. Whew, boy. There's just a little bit of haziness on Ben Franklin here. And the thing is, it doesn't really even disappoint, if I'm being honest. Yeah, you know, Caden, you might be right that they're cameos only and not deep cameo. And it's easy to tell with moderns, right? Because they're either deep cameo or they're clad. I mean, modern proof sets are all deep cameos. You know, like the statehood and the state park quarters, everything silver comes out deep cameo, ultra cameo. They're different, you know, and I think that there's a laser finish on those too. So they're almost like too perfect in a sense. That, I gotta tell you guys, I don't think the camera does any justice to these Jefferson Nickels. I mean, it's got such a beautiful golden tone. Just gorgeous. These 1960s are officially now my oldest coins in terms of proofs that I own. Of course, I have older coins. I've got a couple Morgan dollars from the 1800s, big whoop, right? So, but in terms of conditionally speaking, these are the nicest old coins that I have by far. Oh, oh, oh. I almost jacked that one up good. So I try to get these as straight as possible in the flips. A lot I've made crooked early on, and it kind of bugs me. It's probably a stupid thing to be bugged by, but we all got our quirks, right? Ain't no perfect. And now it's dime time. Dime time. So that's the thing. Like, let's talk about grading for a minute. Do you care? I mean, obviously, from a value perspective, there are certain coins that make the difference in hundreds and sometimes thousands of dollars when you go from a 63 to a 64, or you leap from a 64 to a 65. It can mean thousands of dollars. But I gotta tell you, when you look at these coins, when you look at this penny, I mean, I don't see a flaw on it. So, I mean, I almost wish I had gray sheets. I could say, okay, 1960. In fact, if you're watching and you're able to look on YouTube sold listings, just look up a PCGS Proof 66 Lincoln penny in Cameo. And just tell me, what is that penny worth? Because I'm guessing it's going to be like $6 or $8 in the red book. It's going to be like maybe, like, I think $12 would be very optimistic value for that penny. Oh, I didn't straighten my quarter very well, but that's okay. Man, this nickel. The thing in doing this is that I've learned to love coins that I never gave a second's worth of time to. Okay, looks like I already got these. So, all right, 1960s are done. One, two, 3, 4, 5. Boom, done. All right. Let's get 1961. I know a couple of these have some good toning to them on the silvers. So let's just see how we turned out here. All right. Isn't this exciting, watching me unscrew screws? Like, oh wow, this is so interesting. It's like I'm watching, like the Science Channel. I can already tell this one is a little loose. I might put these up for sale or do a giveaway. I don't know. Yeah, I see how these coins turned. This one was pretty loose. All right. It does depend from coin to coin, but I really wouldn't go with anything above MS65. It's more about the art and keeping it from not being destroyed and lost. That's how I see it, man. Like we're curating something here, you know? Like we are curators of something kind of special, you know? And I thought of that when I was doing eBay, you know, like we are recovering, like especially when you're working with thrifting. I can't tell you how many items I found that, you know, I paid $10 and sold for $300, $400, $500. It's like you're curating history. You know, you're rescuing something from being destroyed and gone forever. You know, instead you're putting it in the hands of a collector. And there's people who hate resellers, hate them. I think that resellers are valuable people. Even pawn shops, you know, pawn shops serve an important function. I was at a pawn shop this morning, and I'm going to have this story later on my channel here. But the number of people walking in to sell this morning, I was there right when it opened because they have 2 coins that I bought that I'm going to be featuring on this channel. And I saw the people waiting. I'm like, I want to be first to the door. I'm going to be sitting for a while waiting to buy, and that's not the situation I wanted to be in. So, all right, let me put that aside. Get my gloves on. Glove back up. Caden, you're pretty cool sticking around all this long, man, because I know this is not the most interesting thing ever, that's for sure. So let's see here. It seems like the penny came out easy. Oh, there went my half. $50 first. What I don't want them falling on each other. I don't want to have chatter on my coins. I don't want chatter on my cheddar. There we go. All right. That one's pretty cool being blue, I think. All right, let's have a look. This one has some really interesting, in my view anyways, some interesting rim toning that is just not really discernible on video here. Yeah, you really can't see. These might be cameos also. Yep, beaut. Absolute beauty. This one's just got a tinge of toning starting as well, but holy smokes. These might be the best coins I own. This lot. I really wish I had time to go through everything that guy had. I went to the coin show with about $500 in my pocket because I want to be ready if you find a deal. Penny's gorgeous. Although, right on the year, there is a splotch where there's toning and not the good kind. The camera doesn't quite pick it up. Maybe once I get it in the flip, I can get a good look at it, but that is it looks like the little spot like someone put a cigarette out on it, you know? Gorgeous. All right, let's get to stapling these guys into their homes. Let's see what we got here. That's pretty straight. Pretty good for the first try. Am I out of staples? No, I'm not out of staples. Okay, there we go. I staple kind of close to the coin with the hope that the coin doesn't like turn and shift within. That dime is really milky. Really milky. Like, I don't know if you can pick that up on the obverse or on the reverse there, but the center of it is just really cloudy. And in the hair, there's a good one. That's a really milky dime. I've not seen old coins like that before. I kind of thought milk spots were like a modern problem, I guess. Boy, was I wrong. Because these coins are what? 61 years old? All right, and finally this near perfect penny. Near perfect. And I will be later checking these for any kind of errors, doubles, things like that. It's not typically something I expect to find, but you gotta look for it. If you don't look, you ain't gonna find it. Find someone cherry picking your album. Sell something for a fraction of what it could have sold for. Not what you want. So that is the 61s out of their little plastic sarcophagus there. And we got the 62s left, and then we'll fill our album. We'll call it a night, because I've been going for 88 minutes. And y'all have probably had enough of me. I would save myself a lot of time if I just got a proper stapler. But I'm cheap. I'm like, if I buy a stapler, that's money I could have put into coins. It's kind of how I think of everything. Every time I fill my Honda with gas, man. How many Benjis was that? How many Benjis did I just put in my gas tank? How many Kennedy proof sets did I just put in my gas tank? The coin show I went to was in Woodruff, Wisconsin. Very small. Looks like I got there. I thought it was open till 4. Oh boy. I thought it was open till 4. It was only open till 2. I got there at 1:40. So needless to say, the vendors up. All of them, head for head, were packing up. All right, ready to do these 62s? Ready to look into these 62s, see what they got going on? I see my video seems to be lagging for some reason. I don't know why. sorry about that nonetheless. So yeah, I was disappointed, but I came away with good things. And I didn't spend a bunch of money. One of the things I enjoy about doing albums is that it gives you a goal. You're attaining to something, and I just think, like, what am I going to do once I have my moderns? I got slabbed graded statehood quarters that I only need 05, 06, and 07. 09 is on the way. What am I get? Okay, so then I'll have those done. And I need, let me see here. I need 2018 reverse proofs, the 2019 and 2020 for my moderns. And then I need a 2010 also. Then those are done. And then I'm just, like I said, I'm working backwards, So it's like, gosh, then what, I think I'm going to do modern commemoratives. I might do an album of modern commemoratives. I have a pretty good start on them. And I've been collecting primarily the military themed ones and sport themed ones. But, I might just put together a typeset of modern commemoratives. Some of them are just so darned inexpensive. It's like you're getting them for melt. Some of these modern commemoratives, So it's like, well, why wouldn't I collect them? They're still silver, ultimately. I mean, there's some valuable ones. Like the 20, I think it was, they came out with basically the Buffalo Nickel in a commemorative, and they're cool. They're very cool, but they can be $100 a piece in both the proof and the unk. So okay, so what I'm unscrewing here, Kenneth, is oh wow, a 41 proof set. That could not have been cheap. So yeah, I am freeing these proof sets from their these little plastic cases. I've seen these at coin shows. I'm sure everybody has. Everyone's seen these at coin shows before. I've just never purchased them before. So yeah, you got to take the little screws out to get the coins out so I can put them in my album. But I would love to see a 41 proof set. That would be crazy. That would be amazing. I've had this vision of collecting an example of every US coin from every year, and I know that sounds a little nuts. Like, just keep going backwards in my album and just get them all. And it would take, that's a lifetime of collecting. And it would get very expensive unless I started to just get low grade coins, some of the Lincoln cents, right? So, okay, time to glove up. Time to glove back up. Kenneth, if you have a channel, if you have content, I hope that's on there. I mean, obviously you have a YouTube channel because you're commenting, but if you were putting up content, I hope that 1941 proof set makes it on there, because that would be a worthwhile video. I would love to see that. All right, let's see what we can do here. Let's see what's going to come out easily. I almost feel like what if I just dropped them? And I just don't want them to clash together. Okay, the nickel's going to be, I think, a little easy to pop. Well, so much for that idea. Oh, all right. one at a time. The Benji is free, and that one has just a hair of milkiness to it as well. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is probably the lowest grade Benji I've taken out so far. Haziness, a little bit of chatter. All right, let's see here. Oh, the quarter just slid right out. So let's take a look at George. Little haziness behind the head. A spot right in front of the mouth. You should, Kenneth. Absolutely. Start a channel, make content. Dime out. Penny out. This nickel, I was pushing it out the wrong direction. That's a thing. The nickels are probably my favorite, if I'm being honest. I love the golden tone of the nickels. All right, gloves coming off. Let's see what we got here. You know what, Kenneth, like, when it comes to content creation, don't overthink it, man. Just talk about stuff that you enjoy, that you care about, you know? Don't try to win hearts and minds necessarily. Just share with people what you're passionate about. I'll tell you this. My daughter collects crystals and like semi-precious stones. And we went to a shop today. She likes to go and just buy raw rocks, I guess. She doesn't generally buy things that are set into jewelry. And we stopped by a store today on the way to the coin show. Me and my daughter just she's 19, and we just hung out for the day. We went and had lunch, went to the coin show, and we went to this crystal shop or rock shop. But it wasn't what we hoped it would be, or what she hoped it would be. It was a woman selling jewelry. Yeah, you get over that, dude. Hearing your own voice, you get over that pretty quickly. And the only reason I really watch my videos is to make sure I didn't say something really stupid and to make sure the audio quality is decent. Because, look, man, the way you hear yourself is the way everybody else hears you, right? So don't beat yourself up too much about the sound of your own voice, dude. No one else is. Anyhow, this woman was so passionate about her stones and her jewelry. It was just a joy listening to her and discussing it with her. And you know, my daughter bought $100 pair of earrings from her. And typically my daughter is if she were going to spend that kind of money, she would just want the rocks. She wouldn't want necessarily the jewelry. But it was all set in sterling silver. It was gorgeous, and this woman was just like, you know, just, I guess, contagiously passionate about her jewelry and the stones, and she knew her stuff. We were very impressed with her. We liked her very much, and we were happy to do business with her. And I think that I have no interest in this stuff. My daughter has no interest in coins. I really have no interest in rocks, but we love each other. And, I want to know more about my daughter. She wants to know more about me, so I had no interest in that stuff. And I genuinely enjoyed listening to her and listening to her talk about her passion. So if you're going to make content, make content about what you're passionate about, and that passion becomes contagious, and people will want to listen to you. And you know what? Maybe people will be like, well, why is he passionate about that? Maybe I need to look into that. Maybe I need to look into these things. That could be the effect that you could have as a new stacking or numismatic channel, however you choose to frame it. But I'd do it, man. I'll subscribe to your channel with the confidence that you're going to start making content, and I'll probably be your first commenter when you do make a video. And if you do make videos, I will shout you out on my little tiny channel here that can't get more than 3 viewers on a live stream. I don't care, man. I'm doing this anyways, and I just thought, there's people who might want to see this. I'm doing it anyways. I have my phone right next to me. It's the middle of the night. What else am I gonna do? I'm gonna make YouTube videos to the glory of God. All right. So I've got all of these out. Next step, once I'm done smushing staples, we'll get out the red book. We'll see what our mintages are on all of these lovely coins and what their approximate value is. Remember, I paid $30 for each set. I know each set has more than $30 worth of coins in them. I know for a fact because, I guess I'm smart or something. Whatever. That's debatable. In fact, that's disputed. All right. Okay. So 60, 61, 62. I'm gonna stack these up, move things out of the way, get the red book out. I mark all my 2x2s. But yeah, if you start making content, dude. Oh, thanks, man. It's funny. I think about changing the name of my channel all the time because it's not the easiest thing to remember. Most people have no idea what it means. But, for me, it's like I love the Lord. I want to see him exalted and glorified. And, yeah. So I am the potter. He is the clay. All right. Red book. Red book time. All right. Start throwing out numbers. How many of these proof pennies, 60, 61, 62, how many proof pennies do you think were minted in 1960? As I look it up, put your guess in comments. Don't Google it. You know who you are. So put down in chat what you think a 1960, a 1961, a 1962 are. Let's see here. Now, I don't know if I have a large date or small date. Isn't that something? How would I know? Small date, large date. Let's see here. We're going to read about the small date and large date. There's pictures. I'm trying to discern here what exactly I've got. These photos are not helpful. I don't know what I have. It must be a large date because that's the only one with the proof. So here I am like an idiot trying to figure out something that doesn't even matter. So this is a 1960 proof. And this has a population of 1,691,602, and the value is $2. $2. See, Caden, now you made a mistake. You looked up the mint, not the proof. There's 586 million of the P. Let's see here. But yeah, this is a $2 penny for the 1960, and it's gorgeous. All right, 1961. Caden, no cheating. 1961 proof. We have 3,028,244, and this is $1.50. 150. So 150 times face value. Can you believe it? We have a 1962 proof with a mintage of 3,218,019. So Caden, you were close. You were just off by 218,019. Nickels. Nickel time, y'all. All right. How many are in the 1960? How many in 1960 proof nickels were minted? 1960 proof. We have 1,691,602, and it is worth, drum roll please, $3. All right. 1961 Philadelphia Mint, which means no mint mark, proof. 1961, there was 3,028,144. And if this is a proof 65, this is worth $3. Whoops. My battery, if I end here suddenly, my battery died. So I'm down to 10%. So 1962 proof. 62 proof, we're going to move forward. 3,218,019, worth $3. Dime time. We're gonna move fast here. We're gonna move fast. 1960 proof. And that is silver. And let me back up to 1960. $1,691,602. Actual silver weight is 0.0715. $5. This milky 1961 proof. I'm just gonna, and this is a fineness of 90% silver. 1962. I'm sorry, this is a 1961. 3,028,244. And again, an actual silver weight, 0.0715. 1962 silver proof. And 1962 3,218,019. And this is also a $5 dime. And now we are on quarters. Here we go. Here's a 1960 silver proof, fineness of 90%. Actual silver weight is 0.1787 ounces of silver. And in a 1960, we have 1,691,602, and this is worth $12. 1961 silver proof. You know the fineness, 90%. You know the weight, 0.1787. The mintage of the 1961, 3,028,244, $12. Keep in mind I paid $30 for each of these. 1962 silver proof, 90% silver, actual silver weight, 0.1787. Mintage for 1962, 3,218,019. And we're wrapping up with the half dollars. Benji, Benji, Benji. Here we go. 1960 silver proof, 0.900 actual silver weight, ASW 0.3575 troy ounces of silver. 1960 is 1,691,602. 1961 silver proof, actual silver weight 0.3575. And then 1961 we had 3,028,244. How many have survived? Who knows? I'm sure a lot of these got melted in the 80s. All right, 1962 silver proof. And in 1962, 3,218,019. All right, let's kiss the red book goodbye. Let me grab the album, do a little filling, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Okay. I wish I'd been a little more conscientious here in how I did this. 60, 60, 61, 61, 62, 62, 62, 60, 61. Okay. Set these aside. We'll put them. These are going to be basically page 1 and 2 now of my album. All right. So I'm saving these for my 63s, which means I need a blank page, which I have to go all the way to the back of my album to find it. All right. Okay. I guess I gotta go buy more sleeves. So because I have my silver mint sets on the previous page, the 62 actually is going to go right here. So, and then 61 will go right next to it. 62, 61. And even though this is not how I am going to keep it, I just need a place for 61 till I get more pages. But my 61 P and D mint sets will go in these 2 slots here. All right. But I just need a placeholder for them for now. And it looks so awesome with all of these together. Does it not? I'm telling you, one of the most satisfying things is just filling an album. Filling spots in an album is one of the things that drives me as a collector. For sure. 100%. Now it's funny, my battery is about to die on my phone, and I have more viewers now than I have all night. So give me a thumbs up, guys. Give me a thumbs up so that YouTube pushes the algorithm after my battery dies. Whoops, I put that in the wrong place. That's all right. We're not going to panic. All is not lost. I put 2 in the wrong slots, actually. All right. Hit that like button, y'all, please. It helps so much. It just makes YouTube think that my video is more relevant. They put it in front of more people who watch the same type of content that you do. So, there they are. I'm going to take out of the holder here All right, enjoy the Dirty Dozen. Kenneth, thanks for stopping in. Actually, the closer I get, the less it doesn't look quite so good. But there they are in all of their glory. If you want to see what else is in this album, just go watch some of the previous content, because this goes all the way up. This album goes all the way up so far to 2020. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're not subscribed, I hope that today is the day, or tonight is the night, that I earned your subscription. Let me just go right here. I still got to get my 63 P&D. Anytime you see these in my mint set, that means that the dime went in my Dime Dansko album. So, all right, signing off, guys.